We underestimate the joy in progressing and what we do. A lot of times we chase the finish line. We chase these big dreams, these big goals. We always are focused on success and the end result of things versus actually taking a moment and enjoying the steps there, the small steps, the short, the small wins, and just the steady consistency in growing and acknowledging that and being joyful in that and being able to, enjoy the peace that comes in it as well, and not overthinking so many things and overlooking so many things and worrying about this distant future. What if your goal takes a year? What if it takes 5 years? What if it takes 10 years? What if it takes 25 years? While that goal excites you, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy everything up until that point. You can enjoy the good days and the bad days and just be at peace of, man, I'm watching myself grow. I'm watching myself grow as a man, as a woman, as a dad, as a mother. I'm watching myself grow as a business owner. I'm watching myself grow and go up the corporate ladder and get promoted and actually inspire and help my coworkers and help my employees. I'm watching myself shed all the unwanted fat that I gained when I had low self-confidence. Or you're growing in your self-confidence. You're growing as a leader. You're growing just in your self-image. Or, you're putting on muscle and growing in the gym. Or you're growing in your knowledge and your mindset and your intelligence and all these things. And I think sometimes it's hard for us to stop and smell the flowers or smell the roses, whatever you want to say, and actually enjoy it. We start looking at things almost too big picture. And I think that's why a lot of people end up losing sight of their goals or even ultimately failing altogether, because they're shooting at something that's so far away versus stacking easy, attainable wins and goals and taking it a step at a time, literally. And a great book is The Compound Effect. And on that book, it says, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You're not trying to sit there and eat something humongous in one bite. You're going to take it bite by bite, step by step, and ultimately enjoying each and every step. Be joyful in the moments. It's like when you think about old time spending with family, or, just thinking about the good old days or whatever you want to call it. And you're like, man, we used to laugh and play and have all this, and now I just work and I'm miserable. It's because you're just working to meet an end, for a means to an end, whether you're just working a job that you don't really care for, or maybe you are building that dream, maybe you're building that goal, but you're so worried about grinding day in and day out, hours on end, days on end, for this distant goal, because you think that once the goal is achieved, you'll be happy. So you're putting your happiness tied to something that might be 10 years down the line, versus being happy each and every day and being joyful and grateful and happy and thankful each and every day, not knowing that that's going to be what really transforms your life, transforms your perspective, and makes you love what you do in order to not burn out, in order to not lose focus, in order to not lose that dream, because you enjoy the good, the bad, the ugly, the uncertainty, and all of it. Each and every day, each and every step, each and every process, each and every year, to that journey, to that goal you have, you're enjoying it. You're embracing each moment. You're living each and every day, which is what life is. It's living each and every day. It's not living some parts. It's not saying you want to be a millionaire. Okay, what if you become a millionaire at 25? What are you going to do the next 50 years? What if you fall in love and have your kids and all this? Like, you have to experience the years. You have to experience life. You have to experience it all. Otherwise, what's the point of getting everything you want? Like, where does your fulfillment come from? Where does your satisfaction come from? You can build the biggest building today in the history of the world, and that might give you your claim to fame for, a few years. But what are you going to do with the rest of your life? What are you going to do with the use of your life and the time that you have? We all have a due date until we expire, you know what I mean? Until we cross over. But what are we going to do in that time? What if all your dreams and goals, these lofty things, what if you achieve them by age 30, but you're going to live until age 80? Yeah, you can come up with new goals, and people will say, well, I'll make new goals when I get there. But don't worry so much about the future always. I think that's where a lot of anxiety comes from, is we're always worried about tomorrow. And in the Bible, it says tomorrow has its own worries. Don't worry about it. Still plan, still be smart. Don't think that today's going to be your last day and, not have a way to make money tomorrow, or to eat, or to provide for your family. But stop thinking so far, so distant in the future. Be have a plan, have a strategy, have big dreams, yes, but you have to live them in the days. You still have to live the days. You still have to, take it step by step. Can't worry about step 100 when you haven't even done step 2 yet. So I don't know where I'm going with that, but learn to be joyful in all the moments, even when you're in an area where you're like, man, I really hate this situation. I really hate that I'm going through this breakup. I really hate that me and my spouse are fighting. I really hate that my teenage kid doesn't really want to talk to me or doesn't respect me. I really hate how my boss treats me at this current job. I really hate, fix the situation if it's fixable. If it's a relationship, try to repair it, try to fix it, try to have an open conversation in the right ways. If it's something you can't fix, like you're truly at a dead-end job or something, apply to other jobs. Get somebody to help you with your resume. Get somebody, go network, go shake hands, go meet people at the gym, go, email people on LinkedIn or whatever to find a way to get out. Stop sitting in your sorrow. Stop sitting in your problems and go and solve them. And if you don't know how to solve them on your own, ask for help. YouTube, Google, ChatGPT, co-workers, peers, whoever, family members, whatever you need to do, somebody can either help you, lead you to help, or lead you to a source to help. You just have to put your ego aside and ask for help. Don't beg, don't get on your knees, but truly seek and you will find. We are told that in scripture as well, whether you're a believer or not. What you seek is seeking you. That's said from a famous psychologist. So that's not even from the Bible or anything like that. So even if you are atheist, believe in the universe or whatever, that is fine as well. But things that you want will come to you. Sometimes you have to stop wanting them for them to come, and sometimes you have to seek them diligently. So everything you want in life, you can do. Don't overestimate the joy in the process, in the becoming, in the doing, in order to achieve those goals. This was day 152, consistency. I encourage you to stay along with the journey. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. And yeah, send this to somebody that you think would benefit from it. And other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.